we might as well just jump into some brush love. I purchased my first Tom Ford brushes last month, and I also picked up another Marc Jacobs brush that I've really been loving. It's the Marc Jacobs The Face 1 brush. This is amazing for my mineral powders and my Laura Geller, what's it called, the pressed one, the Balance and Brighten foundations. This is just really amazing for that. It's super soft. It's just a really good brush, and it's super pretty to look at. Very well made. It's never shed a hair, anything of the sort. It is synthetic, but it's just really good for doing mineral foundation. I've been using it every single time I've reached for mineral foundation this month. Last month. And then two other brushes, these Tom Ford ones. This is the 05 and the 06 brush. I use this one here for blush daily. It's replaced my Bobbi Brown blush brush. I still really like that brush a lot, but this one's softer and it's a little bit smaller too, but that's a really good brush too. But this is Tom Ford, and it's so soft and so nice. And then I also picked up the bronzer brush, which I really enjoy for bronzer. It just fits in this part of my cheeks perfect and puts bronzer all over my face wonderfully. I really love those. Then I can't forget about my Goss brushes. I have been using these 7 brushes daily since I have gotten them. I did purchase 2 sets, so I use one of these brushes here for highlight and contour every day. And then this brush here has changed. Don't look at my eyebrows now because they really need a overhauling on the pluck job, but this little brush here, this number 7, is just absolutely pleased me in the eyebrow area to no end. And then these here, other 5 brushes here, the eye ones, are what I've been using on my eyeshadows every day. I just have no desire to reach for any other brushes at the moment. I do want to get my hands on some Hakuhodo brushes, like I said. I don't know how to get Suku or Chikuhodo brushes. And then 2, oh my gosh, Selfridges has Suku, which I could, go that route. But I still haven't been refunded for the blushes that I received crack from the Charlotte Tilbury stuff. They said that they were going to refund my money, and that was, 3 weeks ago or something like that. And then they did give me a 15-pound voucher if I wanted to, towards a purchase or something. But they wouldn't replace the blushes. They flat out said that they wouldn't replace them. And so if I wanted to still order them, it would still cost me 10 pounds extra to get them here because the shipping is 25 pounds. So their voucher, it really didn't do anything for me. If I want the blushes still, it's still going to end up costing me money. And then too, I still haven't been refunded for it. So I'm not going to go that route for the Suku brushes, just FYI. But in any event, these here are Divine brushes. I don't use this number 1 brush very often just because I don't reach for cream products like cream blushes and highlighters and bronzers and contouring cream products that are used for those things. It's really great for foundation and stuff, but for myself personally, like to use this brush on myself, it just takes a little bit longer when I'm getting ready to grab for this brush as opposed to something larger because I just really want to slap it on, so that's the only reason why I haven't reached for this brush that much, although it is a nice brush. So love. Then I've also been loving this MAC Lavish Living Moonrise blush. I know I just hauled it not too long ago, but I have been reaching for it like every day since I've got it as just a contour on the back of my cheekbone right here, and then I pop just a teeny bit up here. I don't use it as extensively as I did in the haul video that I did a look with it, but I have been using it daily just for that deeper contour in those parts of my face. And this is just a really pretty contour color. It really has got the same kind of tones as the Accent blush from Chanel's holiday collection, which is a little bit lighter, but they still have the same type of tone. And it looks like that there. Just provides a really nice shadow to the backs of my cheeks and on those little spots where I want a little bit deeper of a contour. And then recently I picked up a couple products from Kogendo, and I've really been liking the 2 foundations, the concealer and the other powder. These are really nice products, Kogendo, but particularly one that stuck out to me is this one here, and it's the Kogendo Maifanshi UV Face Powder SPF 20+++. It is a really light shade that when it hits an emollient surface like setting your concealer or foundation, it does not turn into a deeper shade. It stays true to its color. So when I can set my concealer with it and I don't have to worry about the concealer turning a little bit deeper underneath my eyes, which is amazing. And then the SPF in it is just a big added bonus. This is a really, really nice product. Kojendo, on all of their products, it says that they are, where is it here? It says that they have no artificial colors, fragrance, petroleum-based mineral oil, or parabens in it, so they are real skin friendly, and the foundations I can opt are really nice as well, but I've been really using this powder like every single day, and it's awesome. And then Kevyn was recently on Hot Look as well, and so I picked up a couple products from him, and this is something that I've been using quite a load recently, and it's just a really, really pretty product. It's called the Celestial Bronzing Veil, and this is in the shade Tropical Nights, and it is a cool toned bronzer that has an ombre effect, I guess you could say. It's deeper right here and then lighter here, so you could, you know, technically use it, you know, custom, but I just throw my brush all over in it, and it just, I have it on today as well. It's just a really, really pretty bronzer. It's got a little bit of a sheen to it, but like not over the top. And I like that it's cool tone based as well, because I have cool tones in my skin, so it really looks nice on my skin tone. And don't mind my nails, they're absolutely hideous. I tried to paint them, didn't last very long, but that's what the bronzer looks like. It's a really, really nice product. Also, the Dior Creme de Rose lip balm has not been cutting it since it's gotten a little colder where I'm at. I was loving it all through the summer months and the warmer months and stuff like that, but it's just not cutting the mustard for the cold. So I'm back to my Paula's Choice Lip and Body Treatment Balm. It looks like that. It is just a really, really moisturizing lip and body balm. It doesn't have like no taste or no fragrance or anything to it. That's how much I've used of it. But this is a really, really good product. I can actually wake up in the morning and my lips are still, you can still feel the product on and they're still hydrated, which really says something. And it's already down to, it's gotten down to freezing already where I'm at. We had to plug in the automatic waters for the horses and stuff so that they did not freeze up already. And it's like, oh, it's November 1st. I suppose it's going to start getting cold anyway, but. And then on my quest to find the perfect pencil waterline liner, I've recently come across the Marc Jacobs, what are they called? Eyeliner Gel Crayons. And the first one I got was this little tiny one. It's a sample from Sephora, and I was watching Shades of Cassie, and she mentioned this as being amazing on the waterline. And when I first got this little one, I swatched it on my hands, and it was so creamy and so pigmented. I was like, there ain't no way this is going to stay on my waterline without bleeding into the corners and stuff, so I didn't even try it until after I saw her video, and then I thought, I'm going to give it a whirl. And it stays really good. It almost is like a gel liner in a pencil form, and it's, you know, given the name Eyeliner Gel Crayon, I think it kind of lives up to that. But they're really creamy, but they also stay really well on the waterline. Not as well as some of my gel liners, but for pencils, these are really nice. And I've got this one here is just a basic black. I have the blue one too, but it is like in my purse, I believe. The brown one here, which is called, what's this called? I don't think there's a name on it. Okay, here we go. Cocoa. And this is the one I got on my waterline today. It's just a brown with a bit of sparkle in it. And then the last one here that I have with me is called Introvert, and it is a super pretty green color. Teal color, green teal, yeah. They're picking up true to color there. So these are really nice liners for the waterline. I'm sure they'll work well on the skin as well, but I don't use pencils for that. I mainly use them for my waterline. So these are really nice. And then last but not least, and you guys are probably going to think that I'm totally nuts, but that's fine. This is the Pure Honey from Colorado's Western Slope Raw and Unrefined, raw and unfiltered, and from the Ambrosia Honey Company. This is just raw honey. I picked this one here up at Walmart, but from my last favorites video, you guys might remember me talking about Max Fix Plus and using that quite a load throughout the day for my dry skin since it's gotten colder. And recently I've been mixing a good size blob, probably a heavy size pea size amount of this into my moisturizer at night, and then I also use it during the day, both around my eyes and in my skincare. Obviously not as much during the daytime as at nighttime. And it does, you know, you have to work with your, you know, your foundations or your, you know, that's probably why I've been loving the Beauty Blender so much, because it doesn't move my skincare products or anything that's going to be underneath my foundation or on my face that way. But, you know, it takes a little getting used to, but let me tell you what, my redness and my dryness on my face is like slim to none. And if you guys look up the benefits of honey on your skin, it's like microbial, antibacterial, it's healing, it's acts like a hyaluronic acid, it holds moisture in the skin. There's just like a load of things that's beneficial to your skin for using honey. So you can Google that and then like all the stuff will come up. And then also it's the list is also endless for the things it does to you if you ingest it. Now if you want to hear a funny honey story, that really sounds kind of nuts, but a funny honey story, this raw honey, me and my mom were searching for it for a long time because we were going to be, you know, eating it. Essentially, we like to put it on toast and stuff, and it was really hard to find. We couldn't find it, and there's a honeybee company not far from us that brings bees out to some of the pastures by the house here, and every year, once a year, they bring by these extremely large tubs of honey, and then like some walnuts and almonds and different, you know, whole like organic or products like that anyway, that also their company makes. Well, I was thinking about that, but I thought that for sure that it'd have been pasteurized honey that they were bringing us. And here my mom, so I told my mom that, and I said, why don't you call her and ask her, the gal that, you know, brings the honey? And she said, no, that is pure raw, unfiltered, non-pasteurized honey. So, and it's like comes right off of from the bees from the land right here. So if you know anything about honey, if you get the honey that's made, as far as ingesting is concerned at least, if you get the honey that's made closest to where you live, as far, you know, being raw and unpasteurized, you will reap the benefits more from that honey, as well as it will help like with allergies from your area. So as soon as this here is gone, obviously this is the one I'm using on my face, but I'm going to fill up this little tube here with the honey that's from right here at home. That seems like a really long honey story. But there you have it. Really been loving this. I use a heavy size amount at nighttime, and yeah, my face, sometimes I wake up and my face is half stuck to my pillow, and it's sweet, and if you taste your face, yeah, it's whatever, it's honey. But I don't really care, because the benefits it's been giving my skin is just absolutely amazing. It will also help to heal blemishes, just a ridiculous amount of benefits for the skin. And I just mix it in with my nightly moisturizer and stuff like that. So, and I also add it not nearly as much in the morning as I do at nighttime, but I also use it during the day as well. So there you have it. Those are my favorites, and now I'm going to get into some not so favorites. Now this isn't an extremely terrible product, but it's not, for the money, I thought it should have been nicer, and this is the Kevyn Aucoin blush brush. It looks like this. I was really intrigued by these, and then somebody too had asked me if I had tried them and how they compared to like the Goss ones and some other brushes that I had, like the Marc Jacobs and stuff. But this brush here, it is a natural haired brush. The hairs are obviously dyed, and it feels machine cut, and it's kind of, it's just not the nicest quality hair. I really think that the handle of it is really cool. It's got like a tube of color through the center, and then it's lacquered with the acrylic on the outside. But it's just, I really expected the quality of the hair to be a lot nicer. It kind of reminds me of when I bought that Dior brush that was from the summer collection that has red bristles, and it's just not up to par. That's a really horrible brush, and it was expensive. I think this one was $48. It's not so terrible that I'm gonna send it back, because it you know, it fits nicely right here on the cheek, but it's just not the quality that I expected from the brand, I guess. So, and then too, since I've been using some amazing brushes lately, they just really kind of put this brush to shame. So that is a not so favorite. And then I hauled this a while back. It's the 10 Makeout Lip Lock Moisture Balm from Marc Jacobs, and it's got SPF of 18 in it. You guys might remember I like stuffed it right in my pocket because I was going riding after that video, but it's just a balm like this. It went in my pocket, I went riding and stuff, and it went out of my pocket, and then I just forgot about it. It's been sitting on the counter in the bathroom forever, but this stuff tastes rank. This is one of those sunscreen lip products that makes your entire mouth taste like sunscreen, or if you've ever used a high SPF lip balm on your mouth, that taste that you get from the sunscreen, that's what this does. So I was really upset about this. This was pretty expensive for what it is as well, so that's a not so favorite. And then one last one is the Stila and Dancing with the Stars Illuminating Powder. Looks like this. It seems all pretty and everything. It's kind of showing up there. That's about what the color is. The reason why I'm not a fan of this is because it's one of those highlighters. It seems really pretty, you know, and stuff, and of course I'm in front of some really bright lights, but once you put it on in the lights, it's going to look really, really pretty, but when it's not in the lights, on me, on my fair skin tone, it's going to cast a shadow right here. And when I use a highlighter, I use it for two purposes. I use it for, you know, the sheen it gives to the cheek, but I also use it for the pigmentation of the color to lift that cheekbone. And if I'm not in bright lighting, or if that highlighter is not under direct lighting where you can see the sheen all the time, you're going to see the natural undertone of the product, and if it's dark like that, it's going to look dark right here. And so I've run across a few products like that, and since I am so fair, I usually end up giving them away. I wish I would have sent that one back, but I can't seem to find the invoice. I got it at Ulta in any event, but so I believe that's all I have for favorites and flops. There's some more videos I totally need to film. I feel like I'm talking really fast and trying to get through this too fast, which it really bugs me when I go to edit and I see myself trying to catch my breath. But it's kind of nerve-wracking sometimes when you're standing in front of a camera, like initially talking to yourself. I always imagine you guys and the people who comment and stuff like that, and the little thumbnail pictures that I see, I like do, but still, you know, you're not physically present here. I like to think that you are, but sometimes it's a little awkward. And November, the end of this month, it will be a year for me being on YouTube, and I still feel like I don't know what I'm doing. So in any event, those are my October favorites and not so favorites. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Do not forget to wear sunscreen, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!